Ladies and gentlemen, I messed up. I messed up big time. I recorded a full hour of Renegade and a full hour of Alex Kidd, and I had my guitar plugged in instead of my microphone. Big oof. So now I get to spend the entire night recording some new footage here, and I will try not to let my salt spin through. So that means that I've actually already gotten a full hour under my belt just today with these games, and I don't mean to brag, but I've figured them out a little bit. It doesn't look like I figured this one out, you know. I just gotta get my bearings one more time here. So I found out after like an hour of playing Renegade that the trick is actually just to run back and forth forever. Just embrace your inner zoomer and zoom for days. As long as you just keep zooming, these pompadour donning assholes cannot do anything. They have no idea how to handle your power. Look at this. Just run constantly. That's the answer. If you try to like just, you know, like stay and punch them normally and all that, it doesn't work out so well. I mean, yeah, you can make it work, see? You can just kind of like play properly if you really want. And you can, you know, get a fair amount done, but no. You gotta run around. Now, I'm almost forcing myself to do a little bit of actual fighting because, well, I want to still show off the game, but I've already showed off an hour of it, but nobody saw it. Well, some people did see it because I uploaded it, and I didn't realize that I, you know, was all out of, I was all out of sound. Until somebody left a comment. They were like, yo, no commentary? I'm like, shit. Not intended. So, yeah, here we go. You know, playing my second hour of Renegade today. Oh, yeah, boy. This is Jack. He's the boss. He takes advantage of every mess up that I do, which is a lot of them. This guy, you kind of want to fight him a little more traditionally, I think. Especially since if you run off the side of the level or the stage, you can just die immediately. So, you know, how do I know this? Oh, you know, the whole other hour of gameplay footage that I put in, and he killed me. So maybe that's wrong. Maybe we don't want to fight him traditionally. Maybe we just keep our zoom tactics forever. Losing a life early on like that really sucks too, because this game, it's an NES game and it's an old beat 'em up. You know, that's like a double negative in terms of how a game is going to treat you. It will not buy you flowers. It will not call you back after a pleasant evening. It will be glad to be done with you, and your mother will call you up to tell you that she was in fact right. You should never have given this game the time of day. Okay, it's not that hard, I guess. It's probably beatable. And Mr. K, our good hero, he says this every single time. You ain't tough enough for me. He thinks he's all that. He really does. Definitely one of the most conceited protagonists that we've ever had. Now this level, this stage is practically designed for the zoom method. I mean, look at this. We got so much room to run. And we squander it. I can't help but feel like I've heard these riffs before, like in an actual song before. How dare I imply that this is not an actual song? I know. Life ain't fair. Justice for chiptune. Hanamanaguchi would be infuriated right now. Yeah, let's just punch the air in front of each other, man. That's a neat thing you can do. You know, just knee them in the groin repeatedly. Ah, yeah, this stage. Check out this stage. This is all you do here. You just very poorly time some jump kicks so that you don't get these guys off their motorcycles. At least that's how I play it. You can also choose to just actually time it correctly. And now this next stage, I actually died on the first time that I did it because I was unaware that you could just straight up kick them and that they die in pretty much one hit. And I was so confused that I just got pushed right off the side of the cliff. And I also found out that you cannot push them off the side of the cliff. Now, if you're above them and you start pushing them off the road, you'll just go flying off the road before they will. But once you realize that you can just attack them as normal, this level's a joke. Look at that, we got an S. Who even knows what that means, right? Now you don't want to get caught with your pants down to this guy. I've never died to this guy, but I have been saying all day that refusing to respect him just means that he's going to take it to me one of these times. So far, that's not the case. He continues to be just as pathetic as he's always been. Maybe he truly is just the easiest baby enemy in video game history. And look at this. You ain't tough enough for me. See, I told you. It's his #1 save. It's his favorite. This is the level where you utilize your right to believe in full gender equality. This is the Kazuma level. The whip girls, you know, I could do without them. They're a little obnoxious. That kind of high-pitched ringing noise you hear, that happens sometimes, and I still can't tell you why. But yeah, this is the technique. This is basically just how you win the game. You just run back and forth and punch them. You'll still get hit every now and then, you know. You're not gonna do the completely hitless, but you will mitigate enough damage just by charging back and forth to call the game yours. Now, I didn't beat it because I ran out of time, but now that, you know, I have a full extra hour, now that I'm a filthy cheater... Okay, that is the only exit. I had to check. In the final level of the game, you get about 1 billion different exits. And actually the final level is like right after we beat up all these women. At least, I'm assuming like that they're women. This is a Japanese game, and I know that the Japanese really find cross-dressing to be hilarious. Seriously, look at how many times cross-dressing is played off for laughs in various anime. It's a recurring theme. As it is. What can I say? I was kind of given the opportunity to master this game a little bit. But it's alright. I'm sure I'll run into another roadblock. This is the final mission, I believe. Or it's at least mission 4, and I never did see mission 5. And this mission just kind of continues forever. Unless I, like, read it wrong and this is actually mission 3 and I did progress. Which you know, me being a bonehead, I'm not ever gonna call that an impossibility. Come on. That's when your promises of victory might just be dashed by the power of them catching on for a brief moment. Yes, it is. You know. Yeah, I guess I, you know, should explain the control scheme here. B attacks left, A attacks right. That includes when you're running at people, too. So if I run and then push the wrong button, I can just attack the wrong direction. which, as you may expect, isn't horribly effective. So this is where you start to have choices. I like to go to the life pier myself. I like to get beat up by the ninjas. I should also say that the original Japanese release of Renegade was very Japanese. A lot of Japanese imagery that's very specific to that culture. Japanese punk aesthetic all around the general Japanese urban environment, and it was all, you know, kind of stripped down and altered for the American market. Because we only care about what's American. We'll take the door on the left. Ah, I see. So we've left, and that brings us back to this wonderful screen. Alright, so don't take the door to the left there. It's a complete and total waste of time. As you can see, losing that one life early on really didn't matter, because you're just kind of unstoppable as long as you run. We would have been unstoppable in that fight had we just ran. This game really just promotes physical activity in kids. It's like, hey kids, remember, if you run every day, you too can be just like Mr. K, who probably had a name like Kazuma. You can tell by his gender equality. Come on, come on. Gotta get them off me for just long enough to where I can start running again. Again, that's the only time that your running plot hits a speed bump is, you know, when they don't allow you to run. Which happens every now and then. I thought we were gonna see it again right there, but nope. I returned to my forced Gumpian ways. If Gumpian wasn't previously a word, it is now, and you can thank me for that. So, we're gonna go back to the life pier. Just because, you know, I want to see where the other doors lead here. I need to map this out in my head. This was the level that I timed out on my previous attempt. Gotta say, you know, at least it's giving me a lot to talk about here. We'll see how long that lasts, right? Yuck. Come on, don't forget to run, man. Don't forget to run! Yeah, that's right. If you have to, you can go up and down. That's right. It is that full Z-axis plane. All right, middle door. Brings us back into the bar here. Exciting stuff, right? And maybe there are techniques that are much better than the mindless running, but boy, it's been working for me. You know, it's not totally mindless running, you know, you still gotta time your punch just barely properly. And then that, yeah, Mr. K, again, insists that you are definitely not tough enough for him. And it brings you back to the Mission 4 Get Ready screen, which brings us back to here. So I knew that was going to happen. Why would I have done that to you? So you could see it. I don't know what the purpose of that, like, well, I don't know what the purpose of that. And that's the end of the sentence. So I don't know what the purpose of that is, quite frankly. Like, is that supposed to bring you back to the start of the level as if you were never here? Is it some kind of fugue state? Oh, come on now. Don't get made a fool of here now. You're the fool maker, not the fool himself. Whoops. Okay, we're fine. I saw my life flash before my eyes for a second there as I got stuck in between a bunch of thugs. Now, we haven't game overed yet. We will eventually. You get, as far as I can tell, 2 potential different messages from the enemies heckling you when you game over. So it's very exciting stuff, you know. I mean, how many games have 2 things? We can just fight this guy out right now, you know? Some good old classic fist fighting. Deck him out. Alright, so we'll go back into the life pier, and we'll try the last door here. Just to see if it gets us anywhere. We may find ourselves, you know, a little bit surprised. Nice. Getting rid of both of them at the same time is great, because it means I only gotta face this guy alone. And there we go, he's done. So, we go to the right. Look at this. We find ourselves at a different area. I mean, we fought enemies like this, you know. We fought the 2x4 Pompadour boys. That's just what they're called. I wrote the manual, so I named them. Now, they run too, as you can see, which, you know, makes them a little bit of a hassle. But otherwise, it's pretty much identical to the previous room, you know, just some overzealous... some dick-ass enemies who, hold basic weaponry. Yeah, look at that. You can shoulder toss him. Okay, let's go left. Now, this room, I've been here before. I was here for my first attempt, and, this room, it's horrifying looking. You know, this was the boss who, killed us with just one of him. And now we gotta deal with 2 of them. So now we're definitely gonna test the power of the run. If we can beat both of these guys in a scenario where we couldn't even beat one, then that will truly give us the power of run, or indicate to us what that power is. And look at that. We'll go left again. So, they brought their motorcycles inside. I'm not quite sure how they even managed, but... Okay. Okay, we're just gonna keep taking... don't go left again there. I don't want to fight these guys again and again. Oh, no, no, no. Now, I felt lucky that I got past them the one time, so... Facing them again, you know, it's got me nervous. Yeah, I know we got the power of run, but, you know, any number of things can go wrong here. I know, it's the power of running. I'm trying this humor thing out. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. See? Running doesn't guarantee you a victory. Another one of them. Okay. We gotta get on the same Z-axis as him. We're on the same Z-axis. Don't botch this. You can take no more hits. Oh no! What did I say about botching? Get lost, punk. Ah. You know, that stings. That stings when you get told get lost, punk. It's like, man, same thing that your renegade dad said to you. He was like, renegade son, get lost. I hate when they grab you because I feel like there's like the slightest chance that I may have grabbed them. But it's never the case. See, sometimes they clothesline you, you know, and it ruins your dreams. It really does. And there we go. That's a game over. See, the double jack room. That's what I fear the most in this life. So now I gotta go back to the start of the game, because that's just the way it is. Player 1, game over. It's just a sad thing. No doubt about it. Okay. Now I gotta remember that route I took, you know. I gotta remember how I pathed that out in my head. The double jack room. It's the worst thing. Ever. Name any event in history. It pales in comparison to the double jack room. I'm gonna make them feel the same about me. They're gonna say, yo, watch out for that Mr. K. He's got moves. By that I mean he was a distance runner in high school. Look at that. Got two of them at once. We need to keep running because you know, we've taken quite a bit of damage as a result of not running back and forth. All right, not good, not good. You don't want him to knock you into the nether. Now I'm pretty sure that going through these doors doesn't change anything. This ain't mission 4, man. You don't have interesting things here. And look at that. It's that easy. We're gonna go through the left door anyway. Just, nope. We can confirm it's the exact same thing. Very simple stage, you know. You, fight on one side of the, subway, and then you fight on the other side of the subway, you know? It's a tale as old as time, really. There we go. 1, not so bad. Not after fighting 2. And just remember that. You ain't apostrophe T tough enough for Mr. K. All right, bad news, bad start. We gotta continue zooming, or just, you know, don't. Okay, I remember where I heard that riff from before, and it's absolutely not the same riff, and it's absolutely nothing that would have been plagiarized at this point, because the song I'm thinking of didn't exist yet, and even then it was never a particularly popular song. The song was actually from the Guitar Hero 2 soundtrack, which you may think, oh, those are all popular songs. Nah, dude, this was one of the bonus songs. This was the song Raw Dog by The Last Vegas. It's kind of a no-name band. They won a contest to have a song featured in Guitar Hero 2, and that was the last anybody ever heard of them. Poor guys, you know, they were probably all like, "This is our big break. We're gonna be huge now." And then they went on to be pretty much nobodies. I feel for them, I really do. I'm not, you know, saying this to be snarky and be like, yeah, and then they went nowhere because they sucked. It's a pretty good song by all means. But what people gotta understand is that, you know, rock music, that's old news. That's old news. It was still kind of relevant back when Guitar Hero 2 came out, of course, but it's becoming less and less relevant all the time. We're like, why don't people listen to rock music anymore? It's like, yo, because it's all either old or is bad. And maybe that's short-sighted, you know, saying, oh yeah, all rock music is bad. No, there's still some good stuff here. You know, I'm a big fan of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. I think that they're one of the most outstanding modern rock bands out there. And I'm not going to try to claim that there's this, like, big obscure thing either that just no one's listening to. No. They're a very good band. They're popular enough. But, you know, the entire rock infrastructure cannot survive on King Gizzard alone. They have a new album that I haven't listened to yet. Going back to their microtonal Anatolian rock concepts, as initially seen on Flying Microtonal Banana, which was a good album. Some people don't like the microtones. They're like, oh, they're just playing out of tune. Nah, dog. You listen to some actual Anatolian folk music, those microtones are very specifically placed. Don't get me wrong. Don't get King Gizzard wrong. We're getting back to where we left off here. You know, just gotta do a little bit of recovering here. Renegade walked so Double Dragon could run. They are different games, don't get me wrong. I'm not insinuating that Double Dragon and Renegade are identical properties. Not at all. I don't think does Double Dragon have a dash feature? I don't think it does. Oh yeah, that's not my purse. I mean, that is my purse. That's my purse! I don't know you. Look at that. Toss her right into the other one. For maximum gender equality. Makes me sad that there are some people who will never find an appreciation for Konosuba. People are all about dirty humor until it's, oh, you can come in here? Oh, I see. I've been here. I know what room this is. Kind of. I've fought this enemy before in the previous attempt. But I don't remember it in this level. This is weird, man. What have I discovered? Mamma Mia's punching us. Looks like she's like an alternate boss? Or maybe the bar was an alternate exit. I don't know, man. It's either you fight her. Yeah, it's definitely not the same room. I'm out of it now. Back to mission 4, though. Yeah, oh yeah. Back outside the life pier. What is the background of this game anyway? Why are we fighting so? I think in the Japanese version you were literally just a punk who wanted to start fights and that was the only reason you fought, if I'm remembering correctly. Come on now. That felt pretty good, you know, punched them both, stun locked them a little bit, and then gave them a little bit of the old kickaroo special. That's what we're calling it now. You may say never say that again. I'll say, hey, pay me. Just like how I pay people to never say the words immersive sim again. That's a rant that I went on before that got lost to time. So you know what? I'm gonna go on it again. Well, people are trying to make immersive sim a thing. For all of you who aren't in the know, what is an immersive sim? Well, that's a good fucking question. You know, video game genres. They typically tend to tell you what kind of game you're going to be playing, you know? Look at the first-person shooter. It's a game that takes place in the first person, and you shoot. You know, pretty evocative. What's a puzzle game? Again, it's very simple. You puzzle things out, you know, whether it's following blocks that you're puzzling together, maybe it's literally just a series of little brain teasers, maybe it's a literal jigsaw puzzle. Let's start going to the right. See, this is the room where I found this lady the first time. I think another one comes out that we gotta fight. But, immersive sim, what could that mean? Well, you ever played the game Prey? Because that seems to be the only game that people ever apply it to. That's the kind of game that people keep applying the term immersive sim to. You know, right, yeah, perfect. That tells you exactly what Prey is, you know. It's immersive, okay, sure it is, but so are a bunch of other video games, and it's a sim. Except it's not! You want a sim? Car Mechanics Simulator 2019. That's a sim. Let's go right again. Okay. Apparently it's just the exact same room. Great. Prey is not a simulator. I got into an argument online about this. I was like, it's a stupid genre name. We shouldn't be using it because it doesn't tell you what's going on. If anything, it just confuses the matter. And someone was like, it's called an immersive sim because it simulates things that other games don't simulate. I'm like, okay, like what? What does Prey simulate that other games don't simulate? The experience of being in a space station infested with aliens? Sure, I guess. If we go through this again, do we just come right back here again? Yes, we do. Okay, so this literally just loops you infinitely into this room. That seems goofy. I mean, it seems like a pretty good way to, you know, rack up points, if that's what you're going for. But no, I hate the term immersive sim. The only other game that I can think of that I've ever heard people apply it to is like Deus Ex Human Revolution. It's like, what are both of those? They are RPG shooter hybrids. They are. They have RPG elements, and they are shooters. Fine, let's go left. Whoops. There we go. So yes, I take a big issue with the term immersive sim, and I'll fight you all. This looks nice. What do we got here? No, it wasn't nice. This is the room that dunked on us. If we can get them like lined up like this, that's certainly helpful. It's not like the path to victory, but it's helpful until they grab you. Don't let them, and then they chain you so that they just grab you multiple times. Oh no. We gotta get rid of this guy. No, no! I was gonna say we gotta get rid of him before the other one spawns in, but he's already spawned in. Sounded like a sports radio man. Oh, I'm nervous. I don't know which door to go in. Let's pick the right. It's got the car under it. Oh. I have never seen this room. I think I picked right. Fortunately, these guys, you know, these guys are chumps and they've always been chumps. Apparently, even 3 of them at a time cannot hold a candle to you. Unless, you know, I just start losing it all at the same time. Which could happen, you know. Oh, yeah, I'm losing it. That's for sure. Okay, 1 left. Yeah, I was gonna say, once you get 1 left, it's easy. Go to the right again. It has a clock above it. No! Back here! This is fortunately the room that only has 2 jacks, but I'd rather fight jacks, if you know what I'm talking about. No, sir. Sir? No, we see. That's why you gotta still time your runs right. Okay. We'll go to the right. No! It brought us directly out there. Okay. It's the most annoying maze of all time. We should be able to parse it out eventually, though, right? We're taking a lot of damage out here. That's bad news. We're gonna, like, set the unintentional Renegade high score just because we'll never progress. We'll just be stuck in Mission 4 until the end of our days. Hey, look, strategize that a little bit. Brought a little bit of finesse into the situation. Some Bruno Mars, Cardi B finesse. I know, nobody likes Cardi B. I shouldn't reference her, you know, people just get angry. Either be people who just think her music is bad, or people who just think she's problematic. Maybe a little bit of both, you know? It's the whole why not both meme. I don't know how I feel about the term problematic when used in relation to people. Oh, this person's problematic. It's like, well, all people are problematic. In a way. Maybe that sounds defeatist or cynical, but I mean, there's some truth to it, I feel. Ooh. I feel like it's giving me more and more guys to worry about this time. We are so close to death. I would love to not die. Oh! Look at that! By the skin of his teeth, he does it. Let's go back to the life here. Now I know that I gotta go to the left. I gotta first not die to these wannabe ninjas. And what kind of ninja have you ever seen that was pink? How do I know it's a ninja? Look at... It's all in the headband. You know, ninjas are so ingrained in pop culture that, like, I'm having some kind of Berenstain Bears effect here where I'm not even sure that they're real. It's like it's a reverse Nelson Mandela effect. I'm like, are ninjas just, like, completely made up? Did they exist? I don't know, man. It's been messing with me lately. Same thing with samurai. It's like, yeah, I mean, I know for a fact that samurai did exist. We've got documentation. But then there's like that thing in the back of your head where it's like, nah, man, samurai are a Hollywood trick. This is my brand new, all-own, birds aren't real conspiracy theory. We go right here, right? Yeah, maybe. I think this is right. I think this will eventually get us to where we want to go. We fought so many of these. We still haven't lost a life, by the way. I don't think. Ah, Mamma Mia be slapping us. I don't know what that accent was. I wasn't trying to do an accent. Hope that y'all believe me there. Why do I say y'all sometimes, even though I'm from Minnesota? I don't know. It just rolls off the tongue, you know. This is bad. This is bad. No. Okay, well, Kim. That's her name. You giving up already? Oh, that's a really boring thing for Kim to say, you know? I think we can elevate Kim's trash talk a little bit. Just get a new scriptwriter here on Renegade. Oh, come on. Once you get her down the first time, it's pretty easy to keep her down. You know, you just don't want to mess up. She takes a little bit longer when she's near death, or at least near knockoutage. Yeah, see, look at that. I know what I'm talking about. I'm a Renegade expert. I'm just a giant repository of Renegade knowledge. Except for how to beat the game. I'm sure if I pulled up, you know, like a map of this final level, it would be absolutely no problem. This is not the worst thing in the world. I've been here before. Let's try not going into the brown door, because that's where the horrible Jack room is. And quite frankly, I don't like it. Oh. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. You know, take your time. That means we're going to go to the right. I haven't been in this room, so this is new. Which is probably a good thing? I don't know. Yeah, I've never seen this room in my life. It's like Mission 4 is the entirety of the game, pretty much. Get punched in the face, please. No, get. I know I could run, but you know, when it's done to one simple enemy, why bother? Let's go to the right again. Okay, we have somehow found our way back here yet again. It doesn't help that, like, the layout doesn't make a lick of sense. You can't be like, oh, okay, that door should lead there because this reason. Yeah, it's just kind of abstract, you know. It's like that classic painting of all the stairs that like go upside down and lead to each other and all the impossible geometry. Just like that one stage in Code Vein. You ever played Code Vein? It's not bad. It's like a little Dark Souls game for babies. By that I mean it's not nearly as difficult as Dark Souls. Okay, we're gonna try something else here. I'm not saying that it's the easiest game ever. Don't get me wrong. There are some fights that I found pretty dang difficult, but it's just easier. Okay, we're gonna go here, and then once we beat these people, then we're gonna go to the door to the left and see if that brings us somewhere new. It should, by all means. Listen here. Listen here, you wee shit. Yeah. Okay, door to the left. It brings us outside! I am irate right now. Again, I've already played a full hour of this game. I'm another 40 minutes deep today, and I'm still just, like, wandering around like a totally lost cat. That's not lost puppy, a lost cat. I like cats more. And I can't find heads or tails of where to go. It's just kind of a bunch of nonsense, you know? And you're timed on every one of these screens, so you know you're always under the gun. You're just feeling the stress build up behind your eye. Except I don't think I've ever actually timed out in the screen, which means it's high time we do, right? There's one time in the initial recording where I very nearly intentionally did it just to see what would happen, but then I just kind of accidentally beat the screen anyway. Oops, it was an accident. r/oops didn't mean to. This is not good, actually. This is what I would define as a bit of a bad situation here. They're still spawning. I think all the 2x4 guys are down and out for the count. Yeah, okay. As long as it's just unarmed men, then it should be pretty simple. Okay, we're gonna go into the store again, where we know we come here. I wish that there was like some kind of indicator as to where these doors would lead. Maybe there is, and I'm not making good on the hint, but no, this is not the room I wanted to go to. No! Did you see that? He just, like, threw me off his lifeless body. It wasn't lifeless. I think he was still alive. The Jack room, it's the worst. It really is. You know, there's nothing else I can really say about it. You don't have enough room to really zoom properly, because they actually counter it fairly well. Notice I said fairly well, not infinitely well. This better not be the room with 3. I think it's just the room with 2, though. No, we're dead. I hate it. I truly do. Oh, man. Now, I want to make it very clear right now that I do not think Renegade is a bad game at all. I think it's actually a pretty good game. It's just, you know, it's so arcane in terms of where it wants you to go. It's so weird that only one level would be like this, too. And that's why I keep assuming that Mission 4 is the last level. Can you stop chain grabbing me, please? Only the player should be allowed to do bullshit things like that. Entitled? Of course. Okay, one down. This is the 2 Jack room. Can confirm. No 3rd Jack is appearing. He's gonna pick me up. He's gonna say, "Don't chain it into an," and he's got me. There are a handful of rooms in the game that I would call bad rooms. That's it, you know? Nothing you can do about that. Game over is game over. So we start all the way from the beginning. Again. By the way, there is a level function here. You can go to level 2 or 3. That is literally the difficulty level, and level 3 is beyond me. I'd show it off here, but all it is just kind of me getting bopped around on screen 1 and not making it past. Seriously, I don't know how you're supposed to beat it. I'm sure there's a method. There's always a method. I don't think there's any game that's literally unbeatable. Well, you know, barring a game-ending glitch, but that doesn't count. That's not unbeatably difficult. That's just poorly made unbeatable. No, the human is capable of anything. Thank you for attending my speech, fellow humans. Yeah, that's the power. It's pretty impressive, but it doesn't even kill them, and it doesn't last all that long. So it's actually not that impressive at all. It's just kind of flashy, you know. Flashy, show-offy foods. You know, they're bad for your internal organs. And the power-up is most certainly flashy and show-offy, but does very little else. So yeah, we're not interested in it, really. I think what this game is missing, weapons you can pick up, for sure. Should be able to use these boards against them. As it is, you know, yeah, I'm playing sloppy. I make no apologies for it. I didn't tell you who developed this game, by the way, because, you know, I was so flustered when I started recording. So now, for all of you who are watching at exactly 46.5 minutes in, you'll get to know that this game was published by Taito and developed by Technos USA. Taito, you know, one of those kind of forgotten publishers who have certainly put their mark on the gaming world, but the people who aren't so much into Bubble Bobble, you know. I'm not gonna say that anybody hates Taito, you know, they're just not as big a name as your Capcoms and your Konamis. I need to take a little drink of water here, so I hope you'll forgive me for this very brief little pause. I made a dish with some spinach today, and resulted in that, you know, that odd chalky flavor that spinach gives you. Me and my wife both noticed that our mouths felt a little chalky or dry or what have you. And we were like, that's weird, so I looked it up. I was like, oh boy, I hope I didn't make something wrong. Well, it turns out that spinach just emits a natural acid that pretty much negates calcium in your mouth or something like that. And the end result is that it basically reduces the amount of moisture in your mouth overall and covers your tongue and your teeth with tiny little acidic crystals. It sounds really bad for you, but it is absolutely not. It's a very temporary feeling, and once it's over, you can go right back to having a perfectly moist mouth again. I know what I said. It was intentional. So, yeah, welcome to 60 Minutes to Lose, where you get an hour of running back and forth in Renegade, as well as some fun facts about spinach that are a little bit botched. There, you know, there's a lot more science stuff to it. I just kind of rattled off what I remembered. We got him. Oh, no, don't want to be too close to the bay. They'll run you right in. I like, you know, how hard would it be to beat a guy when you've got several guys on motorcycles, and yet he still takes you all on unarmed? Mr. K is not to be trifled with. Alright, back to the scene, not like we've never seen it before. Has seen it. It's the little things in life that get me through, you know. I've already talked about Renegade for an hour and nobody will ever hear it. Can't say I'm not dedicated to my craft, though. You know, it would have been so easy to just say, screw it, I'm leaving it up because I don't want to do another hour of it. But no. The people need their Renegade. And they need it untarnished by the filthy sounds of silence. You know, just another stage down. It's not a big deal. He is still not tough enough for Mr. K. Just, you know, figured you might want that update. The amount of people that are tough enough for Mr. K continues to be a flatlining 0. You know, I must say, Japanese culture, it's one of those things I love looking at it from the outside. I love appreciating it from afar. I like the video games they make. I like the shows they make. They have quite a few excellent bands, too. Big fan of Boris. Got a couple of their albums on vinyl. Supposed to see them live back in August, but, well, you know. But I would never want to live there, probably. I'd love to visit. You know, do a little sightseeing. But the work culture there, not for me. I'm a very lazy American, you know. Although I heard that Square Enix is going 100% work from home, which is a pretty massive jump compared to what you know, most employers do. Oh, can you stop it? I was trying to see if I could like immediately go up the stairs because they weren't blocked off or anything, but no. I don't know why I thought you could. It would make no sense. But sometimes nonsensical things happen. Can we go like up the alley? Nope. Yeah, we'll just take on Kim, who now looks like her name is Emmy. Kim! What the heck? There we go. Easy. You just can't mess up your rhythm. If you mess up your rhythm, you won't stand a chance. You know, would it have killed them to give him a few more catchphrases? You know, just a couple more lines of dialogue that he could maybe tell people off after he's completely beaten them and made them regret all of their life decisions. Ouchies. I can't get too cocky in this area. I've been brought to the very limit of my health here before. Because these guys, you know, for some reason, these Pompadour goons in particular are a big issue. I know I'm dragging on them for their Pompadours when Mr. K's is, you know, like the size of the planet. Can you not? Yeah, that's right. Can you not? I keep missing them. You know, they're staying just slightly above me on that Z plane. And you know, it's paying dividends for them. They've been a real pain in the ass this time around. I don't know if just like bowling into them actually does any damage to them or not. I'm willing to bet probably not. Oh man, here I was thinking it's the end, and yet here's two more. Should be able to beat them even with only 20 seconds left on the clock. You know, don't get too nervous. Ah, nah, they're chumps. They're chumps. So don't take the left path here. Go right. Left brings you to the Evil Jacks, and I don't want anything to do with them. Can we maybe not? Can we maybe not? Can we maybe not? Thank you. Turns out that doesn't work awfully. Actually works quite well against them. I'll consider it. Alright, this is the room where we gotta fight a couple Kims. Haha, that's exactly what I wanted you to do, you fool. Elbow drop the ground like Ric Flair. Put you in a bad position. She did it again. What an idiot. Oh no, she baited me! She baited me straight up. Oh no, no, no. Bad stuff here. Okay, got one. Still got another. Ah! She comes from the other side. This is the survival horror portion of the game, by the way. Say once she takes a long time to get up, you're good. Go to the right side door, not the left. Oh no, that's right. I can explain. I'm not just trying to pad the video. I swear. Last hit. I'm getting it. See, you keep her in your proper rhythm, and there's absolutely no issue. However, you get that rhythm interrupted, she'll start comboing you. Okay, we go left here, remember. Yeah. And this is where the guys bring their motorcycles inside. The absolute madmen. Come on now. I'm concerned about, you know, a little love tap with that. Okay, here is where we come here. I don't remember. One of these doors literally just brings us back outside, and I don't remember which one. I think it was the left door, though. So I'm gonna try going right. And if right brings me outside, well, rip. I don't know if those, like, weird, like, frequency beeps are just like the music spazzing out. Let's go right. It brings us back here. Okay. What is the design of this level? It's hellish. It's like, get out your graph paper. You're gonna need it. No. See, I couldn't get a run off. That's bad. Now it's going to be hard to get one off. Oh, no. Kim, I swear. I didn't try to. Okay. We should be good now. Just don't mess this up. Don't botch it. It's just like you're jousting. Except you're jousting with a very large, angry woman. Oh, no. Okay. We're so good. Left. Motorcycles. Don't go to the right at all. That's where, because if we go out the other door, then we'll just go back outside. Not like we really have much more time to accomplish anything. This is probably going to be the last room anyway. Probably. Well, what if we went all the way to the left? Okay, it brings us here. And then if we go to the right, we'll go back into the room with the motorcycles again. I remember. Some of the rooms are linked. Some of them are, you know, like the hotel from The Shining. If you're not sure what I'm referring to, go look up any video analyzing the design of the hotel. It doesn't bring me back to the motorcycles. It brings me back to these losers. Well, I'm pretty much going to be saved by the bell here. Yeah, because that's time. Look at how much time you can just waste in the fourth mission. The fourth mission is the entire game. I'm going to look up a guide after this just to see like what the answer is, because no doubt there's a very specific set of doors you have to go through to get to the end. But boy, does it test you. Booting you right back to the very start of the level in particular is just absurd. Anyway, like I said, it's not a bad game. It kind of paves the way for every other beat 'em up past this point, you know, very Turtles in Time-esque, very Golden Axe feeling, except, you know, the setting's totally different and it's 8-bit, but you get what I'm saying. I hope you enjoyed Renegade. I sincerely hope that it was worth the second hour of recording here. Next episode, we're going to take a look at an absolute all-time classic. We're going to be looking at Contra, which I am very, very excited for because I truly do think Contra is one of the all-time greats on the NES, which is not a hot take, you know. It's a very beloved game. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.